This is Orange Football Special.
Hello, Kushe, and welcome to Orange Football Special, the program where they discuss, dissect, and digest what things I know they talk about when it comes to everything football. And today, in a very special edition, as today under the Football Academy for witness the Libras Club Frobe College and 20th anniversary gala. We don't reach the semi-final stage. You can call it the stage when they pick the bone from the fish. And of course, this program is supported by Orange, the lead telecom service provider in the country, for ensure that you get the latest that happen in football, both locally and internationally. And today, in a very special edition, as I mentioned, we there for Celebrate with Libras as they organize the gala in commemoration of the 20th anniversary. Libras, you can say, is synonymous to France 98 because the last ever France World Cup and by the time with them from Libras, and 20 years after France win the World Cup, Libras is 20 years old. Keep watching. I will bring you highlights of the match between Libras Club and Quimanora.
Time, no waste money. Use Dynam get a 9 serious and talk for 10 minutes on Orange and send 10 SMS daily. Dial star 888 hash for start the enjoyment.
Orange.
No waste time, no waste money. Use Dynam get a 9 serious and talk for 10 minutes on Orange and send 10 SMS daily. Dial star 888 hash for start the enjoyment.
Orange.
Today waka just begin for me to better tomorrow. For as long as we dey keep for work on we self, we go most bring out we best. We own best in how we can come near the people and things them we matter to we. We dey look for experience where they connect we any side and they give we sense altered.
Orange, the most reliable network na salon today. Don't put plenty money per network coverage, data service, and plenty other thing there. We don't come near you now. So you and you family them go enjoy the best telecom service at the highest standard. Any side you then a salon.
Orange.
I am Mohamed Kalon. Keep watching Orange Football Special.
What's up?
Expect from us, will they be disappointed? No, it's enemies. Light is darkness, light is darkness. Are we on liberal? Yes, we are. Are we on liberal? Yes, we are. Are we on liberal? Yes, we are. Down to negative radicalism, up to constructive liberalism. You don't either elect. Hey, what I got this? Okay, it's me.
And of course, Liberator in 10 Jazzy Cisse just can't control. Quimanora. It's Richie who goes, but being cleared, ball being cleared from the dangerous area. And of course, it was a very good defensive work there by Liberals. The team seemed to be having a very good defense, and that's exactly what they are enjoying at the moment. Can they actually depend on the defense to save them from losing this particular encounter? Well, let's see. Somebody picks that one, it goes in, sends it infield. Yes, it turns around, looks out for somebody to connect there, but no way. Yes, Liberator tries to pick up the loose ball, but not. He just couldn't put a foot onto that one, and this time it's Quimanora. Man in number 7, Jazzy, and that's Marshall. Marshall goes with it. Ibrahim Sori picks it up, gets his man on the near side. It's man in number 13, Jazzy, but no, they've been dispossessed again, and this time Q are having some work to do. Yes, it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. What a way of celebrating 20 years in existence of an academic club. It's not just an ordinary club, but an academic club this time.
Yes, certainly it's a very beautiful atmosphere here, knowing that these guys are all giant academia, you know, and exploring, running after the roll ladder here in a situation that is very much spectacular. You realize that you've never surfaced the football academy as far as training is concerned.
Described them as being rivals at the shores of Fabe College. So seeing them participating in this gala is kudos to Liberals, and by extension all the participating club in this particular gala competition. So I think it's a good thing. It's just a manifestation of the fact that football is something that brings people together.
And the good thing about this gala is that most of these players are guys who are working every day, but when it comes to represent their clubs, they've all left all other schedules and decided to be part of this celebration.
Because when you talk about club and university level, it's about brotherhood. You need to be very much consistent in terms of promoting the ideals or ideas of the club. So it is not a surprise seeing so many icons, so many celebrated Sierra Leoneans that have been through to their various clubs being here today. It is absolutely not a surprise if you've been part of Fabe College and you've been following the activities, seeing a lot of recognized personalities here. It is absolutely not a surprise.
Well, we are still enjoying the stalemate here. It's still very much tight for the two sides, and we're waiting to see whether a goal will be scored before the end of the first half of proceedings. But it's still very much an open encounter, and Liberals are finding it very difficult breaking through. Last week at this point in time, when they were in the quarterfinals of the competition, they were like all over the place, and they had 4 goals against their counterpart, that's status quo, and that was a very good win for them. But this time they're finding it very much difficult playing against Quimanora.
Maybe it's due to the fact that both sides are having quality players, and
that's a goal, a spectacular one scored by Quimanora. It's a wonderful one, and this time we'll have to wait. It's Richie who got the goal, and this time let's just wait to see whether Liberals will be able to respond. The last time they played, it was in the quarterfinals, and Liberals were the ones enjoying celebration. Today they are playing against Quimanora. A lot of people watching this match, students from Fabe College, were thinking that at this point in time Liberals should have been up by 2 goals or more, at this point in time, but that's not what we're seeing in this particular encounter. They are now trailing by 1-0.
That's the beauty of the game. You mentioned earlier on that the side of Liberals, in their first encounter, they had a 4-0 victory. That was thrilling. That was amazing. But this is another game plan. Maybe one might say Quimanora is another strong side that came here with a very fixed mind of winning the match. So you cannot in any way underrate your opponent. Based on your last performance, you cannot emphasize on that particular one. You just need to be focused. You need to be determined. And it is not yet over. We are just in the first 45. Anything can happen if we could put the house in order.
We're still in the first 45 minutes, but Richie has just picked up an injury. He's down, and he was hooked by Sam Morris Jr. I think Sam Morris is a very hard defender. He was injured in their first match, but today he seemed very much fit. And it's not like the player I saw last week coming off with an injury. Sam Morris seemed 100% fit again to be part of the competition itself. We're waiting to see if Quimanora will be able to win the match, as they've already started. They are leading by 1-0. And it's Sammy. He takes that one. And of course, it's not the best of strikes. But this time, let's wait. It's still a long way to go. In a football match, it's still a long way to go. And we'll therefore have to wait. Oh, what a miss. And this time, it's the Liberals. The Liberals are going close, but no, this time they've got another close chance, but it was missed again. That was so close, and I saw you were almost like getting up the chair.
Not at all, please don't get me wrong, but honestly it was very, very close. That was a clear-cut opportunity, and as I mentioned earlier on, it is not yet over. Anything can happen. We've started seeing some fireworks coming from the side of Liberals. That tells you that if you want to sell best, you can maintain. 1 goal is absolutely not enough, and if 1 goal is enough, then you need to be ready to see how best you could defend very well.
Well, we'll wait to see what happens. But of course, the likes of Ismail Bovic and others don't seem to be having things right at the moment. And I think that's where everything becomes difficult. And we'll wait to see what happens at the end of the 90 minutes. But we're still in the first 45. Still in the first 45. And remember, it's just the first of the semi-final matches that are to be played here today. Ibrahim Sori positioning the ball for the free kick to be taken. Referee says the wall should go backward, and I think that's exactly what has been done at the moment. And Ibrahim Sori is going for it. Sam Morris Jr. has been withdrawn, but he doesn't seem to be happy with his withdrawal. But let's see this time. Liberals, players just can't control the ball, and I think that's where the guys of Liberals are having the problems at the moment. They just can't keep the ball, and if you can't keep possession, then you give the opponent an opportunity to move further, and that's where they are lacking at the moment. But let's see what will happen. It's Ibrahim Sori. He seemed to be the man that everybody is looking forward to bring life into this particular squad, but he's not been that kind of a sharp player today, and I think that's where the problem lies.
And I think also the side of Liberals, in terms of giving accurate passes, they've not been getting it right. You're sensing that they lose the ball so easily, and they easily lose concentration whilst approaching their opponent's half. Whilst Quimanora, that was another opportunity on the onside. They seem to be very much consistent in terms of taking the ball in their opponent's half, whilst the side of Liberals easily lose concentration.
All right, we wait to see the technical sides here. I am finding it very much difficult. And let's see another opportunity. Sammy's kick was blocked, and of course we're waiting to see what happens at the end of the day. But let's just see what will happen here. Bovic, Ismail, and of course Ibrahim Sori. Sori finds his man, and it's the skipper himself. Referee sounds his whistle for the end of the first half, and Esther, it's like Quimanora will be very much happy that they were able to get a 1 goal lead in the first half of proceedings. And
waste time, no waste money. With 1,990 euros, you can talk for 7 minutes on Orange and send 30 SMS daily. Dial *888# for start the enjoyment.
Orange.
No waste time, no waste money. With 1,990 euros, you can talk for 7 minutes on Orange and send 30 SMS daily. Dial *888# for start the enjoyment.
Orange.
I am Mohamed Kalon. Keep watching Orange Football Special.
Hello and welcome again. In case you are just joining us, remember, seeing Orange Football Special, we just come to the end of this all-important, first half of the first semi-finals, between Liberals Club and, of course, Quimanora, all of FBC in the Liberals Gala 20th anniversary celebration, and, of course, it has been an entertaining first half of play with Quimanora getting the only goal in this all-important half, and, of course, we don't see some brilliant moves, brilliant play, from both sides, but as the half be progressed, it was very likely that Quimanora will account for one of the goals in this particular event, and of course the score now on the scoreboard they show Quimanora 1 and of course Liberals 0. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, that Liberals will win the first match by 4-0 against Status Quo, but in this particular match it's a different ball game altogether, as they're currently they down, and being the host of this particular event, I mean, it will be devastating on the side of Liberals Club should they bow out at this material time. So at this note, I want for call on we are joined by Esther Marie Samura, the ever brilliant Esther Marie Samura. Well, normally when we get Esther Samura around, we get a particular post we get around Alexander Tula, but unfortunately for this particular moment, but hopefully, when we close, go get the face, because already we don't get the voice on the commentary of Alexandra Tula behind the scene. Esther, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, it has been an entertaining atmosphere here, witnessing Liberals playing Quimanora, in the 20th Gala celebration of Liberals Club.
Yeah, indeed. And I think being an analyst, one thing we're happy for, if somebody don't go to for a big college, you don't be a student there, you go realize, say, when you talk about the likes of the Liberals, the Radicals, these now clubs them where they don't see themselves as rivals, because everybody want claim supremacy. Exactly.
As far as control over the studentship is concerned.
Yeah. So for make we can see or Radicals, they can play by a Gala way organized by Liberals. I think say that's a good one for start with. And when you look at the game, for now in this first half between Quimanora and Liberals, because the first match definitely had not been watched last week. Also we understand say Liberals may beat by 4-0. But since today they play against another structured side. And one thing where I noticed, Liberals, when they get the ball, no sooner than they approach the midfield, then they lose the ball so easily.
The midfield really weak. So just before now, you mentioned the fact that the likes of Radicals, Quimanora, all they are it's like one pot they play in one particular Gala, and when you talk to people them downtown, most of the parents of the studentship of Rabi College will tell you say they were rivals, they will they meet at no single point. But again, this don't just prove say when it comes to this club, it's all about ideology and not actually individual differences.
And one thing I don't see big people in our society,
certainly
icons them, big personality there, where they come play the match and so I think it's a good one, and we hope say they will continue in that kind of drive there because it's really good for us.
Which message you think say this go send to the general studentship of Rabi College, knowing that very very soon they will get the student election when they come up for let peace reign,
unity in diversity, definitely. And I believe say this period don't start will only be a shadow something, but then for able for even go manifest that where college go open, for make the student the way they come and the one the way they begin for see that unity, that cordiality among the different clubs there. So I think say go good.
What difference it go make to this competition, this Gala? If the finals come, then Liberals not there at the finals.
Well, that don't show you how it go be genuine, because it no matter whether it be the host. It go be say you be the host, but if you don't play for that, then the best team and we're determined may go to the final and win.
Okay, thank you very much, Esther Marie Samura. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes. I am Mohamed Kalon. Keep watching Orange Football Special.
Right on to the due regulation time. I think it's going to cost the Liberals, the celebrants of this year's event. Well, let's wait and see whether this is going to end like this or the guys from Liberals will come with a response earlier in the second half of proceedings. But in the meantime, it's just the commencement of the second half of proceedings, and Esther is here with me.
Definitely so. African teacher, I think we want to say kudos to Liberals. This is indeed a good initiative, seeing various clubs with different ideologies converging, being as a family. It's manifest what has been said about sports and football, to be precise, that it's something that binds people together, that brings people together, devoid of their different background or different ideology. Mentioned earlier on about Liberals Brotherhood being the host of this particular Gala competition, and they are currently down. It talks about
The journey of this particular competition. It doesn't matter whether you are the host. If you don't live up to expectation, then you'll be out of the campaign on the side of the host.
The hosts are still finding it difficult here. 12 man sends it one, but Paco was quick to respond, and this time, let's see, Sammy, is it? Sammy turns with that one, tries to be this man, but no, he's been dispossessed, and this time Quimanora has got some work to do. They're still fighting it out to ensure they gain possession, and somebody goes for it. Sammy, it seemed to be the cankerworm of this particular squad here today. Somebody goes for that one. Yes, Q. The Q guys are enjoying themselves. Oh, the technical team doesn't seem to be satisfied with what they're seeing in the defensive area, and they are yelling that some players need to be moving. It's Foreman, Liberals. Even to defend is a problem for the Liberals. You have to ensure the midfield is coordinating well for you to be able to penetrate into the attack. But I'm failing to do so. I think there's still a problem there for the guys of Liberals. And let's see. Somebody goes. It's coming trouble. And that's it. The Liberals have gotten the equalizer. That's just what they needed. They've got the equalizer. And they are alive again. See the celebrants. They're in a jubilating mood. And Esther Mary, like we were saying, that it was still far from over. It has just happened.
Needs to go. The battle line has been drawn in terms of this match. We now await the winner of this match. And immediately after this match, next is Diaspora and that of Radical Foundation.
Wow. Radicals, seeing that goal, I'm sure they are beginning to think, oh, this is not the team we'll love to face in the grand finals. And I think by seeing this goal, Radicals are beginning to put their team together to ensure they get something positive out of the next match. Remember, there are two semi-finals. Bovic, but he's been withdrawn, and since his withdrawal, he's been finding it very much difficult, to believe that they are still leveling terms here with Quimanora. And that's it! Liberals have gotten themselves in front again. And this might just be the moment that they've been waiting for. Are they going to be able to hold on to this lead until the end of this match? Quimanora are down again. They're down by 2-1 in the quarterfinal stages of the match.
Indeed, Liberals are now celebrating, is now in front, whilst the side of Quimanora, their membership that are here seems to be down. That was a brilliant try, but safely in the hands of goalkeeper. For now, they have nothing to lose. They are in front, and time and tide waits for no man. Next is Diaspora and that of all Radicals that will be locking on with each other immediately after this match.
It's Quimanora, the guys who opened the scoring here, and now trailing by 2-1. I think that can be costly, We'll wait to see if they will be able to actually regroup. Liberals, Liberator has finally succeeded in liberating his squad here. In number 10. Oh, that's the end! It marks the end of this match. Esamari Samura Liberals are in the grand finals, and I think this is what is going to be giving life to the next match that we'll be watching. Remember, Radicals will be coming up against Diaspora, and Radicals now knowing fully well that their arch rivals are in the grand finals. They themselves will love to be there.
What is scored the second goal?
Robert.
And here comes Robert, he spins around and finds the goal post.
Isaiah.
Quimanora should join Liberals in the family photo.
Hello viewers, the match all-important semi-finals in the Liberals 20th year celebration, Gala. We bring together all clubs, most clubs, the clubs that matters, if you like, from Farabi College, from the source of Farabi College, don't come to an end. And guess what? The grand host, Liberals Football Club, don't book them place. Now the finals of this all-important event after a clinical 2-win victory, but tight though over Quimanora in a very beautiful display of football. Who don't see now, it means these guys are not just academic giants, but also when it comes to the raw leather game, they can do it the beautiful way. And now they'll be joined by the two heads of the two ends, Quimanora and of course Liberals Club, for this particular football encounter. Yes, we don't be joined by the two gentlemen, Enjoyer Harun and of course Harun, right? Yes, Enjoyer Harun and of course Liberal Tigo. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure that Oran Football Special gets to now with outdoor studio today. After this all-important encounter, this sweaty ooze all over your body. So how be like facing Liberals in this particular encounter?
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for Liberals for creating this opportunity for bringing the clubs to come together. Where we all done college for a long period. It was more of a family gathering for us. It was a beautiful game of football, and I must confess that we were the better side, but the lucky side won at the end of the day.
Yeah, I must agree with you that indeed for most parts of the match you guys were really good, playing some good football, stopping play where need be putting in some good crosses. By the end of the day, you were beaten by 2 shots on target only in the match.
That's what you get at the end of the day. It was a football match, and like I said, the lucky team won at the end of the day. But it was a good game of football.
Okay, so back to Liberals, knowing that now the host and now at the finals, how disappointed one for them be? Firstly, if one be fail for get a place in the finals.
Yeah, for be massive disappointment because they take a look at all those who don't invest in terms of this preparation of the squad. I think they for be massive disappointment. But I want to say kudos to Quimanora team because they put up a very good show, a very good sportsmanship, and all man respect the rules. And again to the people when are the middle people, when the referees them, I think they show a great sense of professionalism throughout the course of the match. But proper, I think I want to give me team to be specific. I think I want to give a big applause because I believe without their efforts and not for there today and the talk show in this mood where they, I think regardless of being the coach, now then do the job out there. I think I have to praise them for that. Even though we get so many challenges because the pressure as a host from the supporters, they be really immense. Yeah, so now that just like you say, 2 shots. I think in football you take a chance them, no matter. And repeatedly they advise me boys them because from the onset I know say Quimanora the boss of.
You have no chance of winning the lottery if you not play lottery.
No, definitely.
So you guys play lottery by kicking.
I know say Quimanora not get a standard goalkeeper like you. So that make I advise the boys them they take a direct shot and that paid off.
Away from the playing action, clearly like you mentioned, apart from football, it was an opportunity for come together as a family. Some people, from Liberals and from Quimanora and from Radicals and some man 5 years ago, 10 years ago they left college. You never got opportunity for come together. As it is in this situation, but clearly when you look at situation back home, downtown specifically, we go parents and most times we talk about, these are clubs we get cultism and what have you, the neighbor meet and eye to an eye without, fracas, no occurred. So which kind of message is sent to people of this country that these clubs, regardless of the difference in ideology, they're not actually different in terms of individual stance?
Well, I think everything don't manifest itself now for the past 2 weeks. We don't deny.
Yeah.
We don't deny in a peaceful atmosphere. We don't get several football matches, and you see people we don't come out college from a long period. We get personalities them. We got the Honorable Minister of Youth, when Mr. Mohamed Oman Bangura, himself na part of the Radicals Foundation. The day we get other key people in the community. Yeah. We're part of the 2 clubs there. So we see as a unification.
The Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Exactly, Honorable Singapore. Yes, just a a clear manifestation of the kind caliber of people where them club they are or them foundation they are, they produce at the end of the day, where they contribute meaningfully to society. And we see them as a unification process. I tell you, people and they were don't see now, where I don't can see today, where I don't see for the past 10 years for more done college. You know what I mean? So that's not the unique, not the beauty of that. It's not all about the football, that the togetherness of young people and together, you understand. And at the end of the day, we're glad we don't play in as much as we lost, but we support liberals and we go give them as much support and we go there again for support them in the finals.
Yeah, on closing, what's going to be a final message to, the current students on campus, knowing that very soon, the students union election go there around, this kind of unity we don't display now today, for sure, we'll go on for see them continue in that particular vein. Then we parent them back home, go look at us and say, no, these guys, I'm not actually into something, but not just social gathering and coming together in terms of ideologies.
Well, now the perception where them get, but I think say what we don't display now today, they should say we're not peaceful people them.
Certainly.
And I want to tell the students and say club not to brutality or not to faith, not just togetherness, association. You meet with the right people them, and then life after college day. So people and they meet Quimanora this Monday liberals, but we they talk today. We don't play peacefully. They don't buy drink water for we they celebrate with them.
Unique.
You understand? We're unique. It's special. So I want to appeal to the current students and say, no, listen. I'm not celebrating a cult. I come up from a very strict Muslim background. I'm not celebrating them cultism. I joined Quimanora because of the love I get for Quimanora and because me not be a student of Wabi College. You understand what I mean? And I also want to use this opportunity for wish liberals the very, very best in the finals, and we go there for grace the occasion, not to for support them, but for grace the occasion. And for
so that the eventual finalists together will say, okay, we don't say Q there for support liberals, enough for us.
And
I love that
one. Thank you for this special gathering today.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Yes. You don't mind a handshake?
Yes.
Yes, certainly.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. As we close with Chichigo, who's saying I wish for take this particular gala for, because this is now the 20th year celebration of the Liberals Football Club. Liberals, I keep calling football club because I want to mention France, because Liberals was formed the year where France win the World Cup in 1998, and of course 20 years after France will win the World Cup again, and Liberals is celebrating 20 years of peaceful existence, with gallant and of course impactful individuals in our society.
Yeah, I think this don't create a lot of opportunity for other people who will get different perception we camp at club business, because people where they don't think about club pass we inside the club still. I think now this is a platform for Lord send a message to people and say regardless of diversities, regardless of differences, we still get that sense of belongingness, that sense of togetherness. So for that light, this is Liberals at 20. We don't design so many programs them where we will make the public out there and Sierra Leone and the world at large understands the Liberals Club. They beyond waiting people they think. They beyond student life. They we're up there, because a few minutes ago see the man from Radicals, they make a very clear left college 10 years back, middle left college almost 7 years back, and now get the opportunity also all the gel together and move on, and
which is really unique,
very unique. Now we got brothers and Radicals where it's very difficult for us to see where and then people they come together, but we decide for doing that so that people will send a strong message to people out there. So now some of them could decide to come with Liberals Football Gala at 20, so that we will send a strong message and hope forget the finals, and we will go again into the finals and see if we will win. Because no matter what, you have to respect the opponents, and I strongly believe so all things being equal.
What do you want to say to viewers who they watch now, knowing that the finals get for come sometime next week, and of course it will be good for viewers or for later the dates for the finals and time venue as well, so that the one they will know, they will see this kind of colorful atmosphere, will get an opportunity for coming here for witness the grand final.
The final will be on the 18th, now the same venue, 4 o'clock. And Liberals and either Radicals or Diaspora go play the finals. And hopefully, as organizers, we'll try as best as we can, Lord create a platform for the 3rd place match, so that we will create the atmosphere. We brothers them, make them feel so that they're part of the process, but then can not only about come and cheer teams they up. When I say feel part of the process, they can participate at the competition. So they look at the possibility for get a 3rd place match for the 3rd best place team.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, being around Liberals and of course celebrate football as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Benson. I think they enjoy the competition as a member of Liberals.
Yeah, certainly. Viewers now also go take from respective people that will bring out today. One being Liberals, the host, and of course playing against Quimanora, one of the enjoyer wing of the general general sense, it has been a brilliant atmosphere as you hear from the one-day interview. Now, of course, the 2 weeks of competition, and of course, next week will be the 3rd week where the finals will play, bringing together all shapes and opinion as far as club social gathering is concerned at the soils of Frabe College. And of course, we had it all from them that some people for over 5 years, 10 years as the case may be, some 3 years, they're able to get an opportunity for meeting and this kind of congenial, convivial atmosphere outside they're able to celebrate together. But liberals don't give them the opportunity for liberals at 20 for ensure that they come together and enjoy themselves. On behalf of Orange and of course Orange Football Special, you know, one for sign out to the bank. But remember that with Orange you can be smart, and just for 990 leons you get an opportunity for talk to 3 minutes and of course 10 SMS, or you can even be cool, you know, and go for 1,990 leons. You go talk for 7 good minutes and of course 30 SMS. You know, Orange don't give the platform for ensure that you get an opportunity not just to behave smart but also be cool on the Yo platform. Till next edition, I've been your host, Engineer Mohamed Bensimbao, signing out with a bang.
Orange.